Welcome to the Akashic Reading Podcast, presented by AkashicReading.com, the place where you can learn to access your soul's wisdom, or at least stop digging the hole any deeper. I'm your host, Terry Uktena, and today we'll be diving into how the Opportunity Roadmap can provide us with insights into what opportunities lay ahead of us or not. It can point us towards where actions will leverage things to change, open more possibilities, help us resolve issues, and co-create the path forward into the life we deserve. One of the hardest things during this time of rapid transformation is to sort out the facts from the fear, the options from the dead ends, and create a path forward even if that path is labeled, "Don't just do something, stand there." During this ironic time of everyone being excruciatingly awake and in the now while very few being enlightened, everyone's free will is active, and each action they take or choose not to take creates consequences, reactions, and effects which ripple out. So the future is not only not predictable, it's a chaotic mess like a bad D-level movie where pieces of every type of plot have been cobbled together in no order whatsoever. While there are thousands of ways people have devised for making sense out of it all and regaining some sense of control and normalcy by seeing the future, there's no way to definitively predict the outcome of any event. The future isn't set in stone because each and every living being has free will. We each decide from moment to moment what we will do or not, intuit or not, accept or not, and each of these moments radiates out from us into the universe, affecting a great deal of everything else. In times which don't include governmental chaos, some things, which are large set pieces already agreed upon by all the people involved or required by physics, can be foretold even many years into the future, like the sun continuing to burn for the next several thousand years, or fossil fuel being the main way we create heat, light, and travel for the next 100 years or so, and reality TV continuing to be a staple of entertainment for the next couple of millennia. I mean, it's been around since Rome and the Colosseum, and it hasn't lost any of its popularity yet, so it's a pretty safe bet. And of course, the nearer things are to the now, the clearer they become, since the necessary decisions have either been made and implementation is in process, or actions which would propel the decisions have occurred, and it's a matter of the decision or decisions getting made with all the materials and inputs which already exist. But while the future can't be predicted, it can be created. Each of us is a manifestation engine which co-creates our reality through our actions, choices, and thoughts. One of the best resources for doing this is our soul book, Section 7's Opportunity Map in particular. A soul book has 7 sections including past lives, relationships, and our current life notes, which I write and podcast about often. They're the most common sections people access, and they work as both living history and a reference which provides wisdom and insight. Section 7, the Opportunity Map, is unique among all of these in one crucial aspect. Unlike the others, which are purely informational, whether actively recording events or providing history, the roadmap is completely interactive not only with the reader, but the entirety of the soul's current embodied life. It not only receives energy and information from embodied life, it connects to and can affect embodied existence directly. This gives the reader an amazing tool with which to manifest changes in their life, make progress in goals, heal, or even simply move forward on their path directly and with conscious intent. For those who haven't yet accessed their Opportunity Map or want to start learning how to read their own Akashic Record, my online class can get you started. It's called Read Your Own Akashic Record, and I'll have a link to it in the podcast description. The Opportunity Roadmap consists of the same information found in Section 5's current life plan, but converts it into a map. Think of this like a March Madness basketball game schedule or one for the Football World Cup. However, this map of boxes connected by lines is not viewed as 2 sides which narrow down their options until they end at one single spot in the middle. Instead, the map starts at one single spot to the left, then begins branching out more and more as it travels to the right. In fact, like large maps in physical books, this section will fold out upon request and, when fully extended, is often too large to fit completely on any given library table. When viewed in the overview, it can appear as if the further right you look, the more and more misty and vague the lines and boxes appear until they disappear in a mist which is completely three-dimensional and yet never lifts above the page. Each box within the map will look as if it's a computer icon for a movie. The inside of the box frame displays a range of images or even small snippets like a video preview, looping over and over as a means of indicating what event or time period of this embodied life is being presented. Boxes to the left of the reader will seem inactive, sometimes even sepia-toned or grayscale. These are historical, as this part of the current life has already been lived or is no longer possible. It's important to keep in mind this section doesn't only record what has occurred and is occurring, but all possibilities which become probable in one form or another. It's rather easy to differentiate the experiences which were actually lived from those which weren't, since they're drawn with darker, brighter lines and boxes. It's as if everything else has been penciled in and the life actually lived has been marked in permanently with ink. No matter where we are in our lifespan, when accessing the opportunity map, the box which is connected with our life in that moment will be presented directly in front of us. In fact, it can be so attractive, students sometimes don't realize there's a way to see the entirety of the map overview. From the moment they connect to the map, it's as if they're sucked in and the current box is all they perceive. Over time, they can learn how to see the overview and choose which box to work with consciously. The current box, or the one which contains the current moment for the soul, is where the unique interactive nature of the page is fully realized. This box is not a scaled-down version of the soul's immediate life experience like an architectural model or a dollhouse. Instead, it displays the present life in all its aspects, and what is shown is live, in that everything there is completely connected to the physical life of the soul. Changes made in the box will affect the physical life being lived. For example, each box is connected by a line. When working within a box, this is represented by a road, highway, or path. Walking down the path moves the person past real-time opportunities, experiences, and issues. If walked far enough, the person will move themselves beyond the current box into another one entirely. This can be helpful for those suffering from a period of stagnation, who know they're done with the previous phase of their life and are ready to move on to the next, or who are stuck in untenable situations and need help moving forward. Moving to the next box impels the affected situations in our life just as if we had taken physical action. In fact, it'll set up and encourage physical action, enhance and further new opportunities, force issues to the surface, and make decisions clear. The current box can provide many useful insights because it, more so than any other aspect of Soul Book, presents our current reality not only from our own frame of reference, but to some extent from the world's. It takes information from other people, from situations, companies, organizations, ecology, and so on, and makes it live as well. All of this is incorporated into the landscape presented, while at the same time information is provided so the complexities of things can be understood. Entering into the current box gives you access to your current life somewhat in the way a wise elder, a best friend, or a therapist would see it if they could see, feel, and understand absolutely everything about you and what is happening all around you. This is put into Akashic symbolic language, so is somewhat like entering into Alice in Wonderland, but with, hopefully, less mind-bending results. Students are sometimes confused by what they experience in their current box because they expect the presentation to be made from the perspective of some authority who is attempting to tell them something or teach a lesson. This isn't the case. Nor does the box key into what is uppermost in the reader's mind, nor seek to present what is for their best and highest good to know. What it does is accurately represent the life being lived, which is, on the one hand, amazing, as it provides an opportunity for the reader to see themselves, others, and situations clearly, but can be jarring if the distance between the reader's personal self-awareness and the current life are distinctly different. A common issue students run into is understanding what is being presented to them. Instead of investigating items or structures, asking them what they mean or to show what they're involved with, students sometimes just assume they represent this thing or another thing in their life. This then leads the student to make assumptions about why these things are presenting a certain way, what this means for them practically, and what to do or where to go next. Unfortunately, the student is often wrong or is assigning a shallow meaning to the material in order to avoid the difficult emotions which arise when they interact with it directly, and so end in a frustrating muddle. So, when in doubt, don't assume. Just as with Akashic beings, items in your Akashic room, or displays in the Temple of Life, everything presented in the current box is able to communicate. So, ask for confirmation in order to be sure what something means or to receive validation of what you think you understand. It's important to remember everything in each box of the Opportunity Roadmap is interactive. It's all living energy which will respond when queried. In fact, all you have to do is touch it directly and hold this touch while looking at what is being touched, and information will come flooding in. To slow down the conversation or take it in small pieces, vary how long you touch or how directly you look. Nothing in any box of the roadmap will act as a counselor or a teacher. While we learn and become through interacting with it, this section of a soul book is not designed for educational purposes. It's practical and presents opportunities for connection and partnership which allow us to combine embodied experience with soul-level wisdom. One way to start navigating with your opportunity map is to sort through the opportunities occurring during this time of chaos or just this phase of your life, which is going to help you be able to recognize things and understand them in your opportunity map. You don't need to fully explore everything that's going to be presented there, but it's crucial to feel comfortable navigating the terrain presented, working with objects, and to have an understanding of the live stream aspects of what you're interacting with. So before you begin looking for the best road ahead, spend some time in your current box getting to know the landscape and understanding what things represent. It's your current life, so things will feel familiar, but there may be some surprises you'll want to work with. Along with this, you'll want to become comfortable enough with your box to enter and exit it with ease. This can mean learning how to switch your focus so you move your energy in and out of the box at will, or locating the spot where the door or external access back to the library is, and making sure you can return to it when you're ready to leave. When you're ready to start exploring your options, bring your desires, hopes, and positive outcomes to your current situation in your mind and allow them to fill you. Become fully engrossed in knowing this is what you want, and you will achieve it without question. Once in the current box of your opportunity map, allow this information to start flowing out from you. And what you'll find is that a compass appears in your hand. The needle will be pointing in a direction. This is the direction you need to go. Before moving forward, look around you. More than likely, things will be the same everywhere except where the compass is pointed. The changes can be subtle, if you're just now noticing this area, or for some people, it may seem like the way ahead is just more of the same terrain they've already been experiencing. For others, it'll be like in a dream or a movie where one habitat changes into something completely different abruptly and without much logic. It's important to note none of this is random. The path, however it presents, has meaning. The landscape has meaning. And what you find along the way has meaning. Follow the path provided or move through the landscape if there is one, always being guided by the compass and its arrow. The journey will show you the steps you need to take along the way to achieve your goal, but there's no way of knowing how long it will take subjectively. So instead of getting frustrated, allow yourself to explore. And if you need to take a break or even do the process in a series of sessions, that's fine too. Your opportunity map can accommodate it. It's likely there'll be more than one path ahead, and there'll be many choices along the way which need to be made. This makes the process a bit of a choose-your-own-adventure story. It's important to remember this is a live process where choosing one path over another actually makes the choice for you in real time. So if a choice is presented, you may wish to step back and consider what you want to do about it, or even backtrack to consider your options and whether you want to go forward at this time. At the end of the path or journey will be the outcome you desire. It will almost certainly look different than how you imagined it, but end up better than you expected. Examine it closely, explore it thoroughly, and spend time learning how to relate to it. There's an amazing amount of unfolding and personal transformation which comes with walking your path, and it's worth it to be aware and present for it while in your soul book. Once you've reached the end of the journey and you're ready to complete the process, place your hands somewhere you feel drawn to, then press firmly. You'll feel the energy of it click into place and then activate. This completes the circuit and allows your choice to complete in your physical life as well. You can then retrace your steps to see how this has affected your current box. You may find you've moved forward on your map and your current box is now completely different as you move forward to the next one. I recommend, once you've activated a choice this way, you go back to check in on it via the opportunity map at key points as things unfold in your life. You can then get insights into why things are unfolding the way they are, make adjustments if you like, and start seeing what new opportunities are coming into being. Working with the opportunity roadmap can provide us with insights into what opportunities lay ahead of us or not. It can point us towards where actions will leverage things to change, open up more possibilities, help us resolve issues, and co-create the path forward into the life we deserve. And that's all the time we have this week. If you're interested in knowing more, check out my website, akashicreading.com. Thank you to my patron of honor this week, Lourdes. If you're enjoying this podcast, please consider supporting it by subscribing on Patreon. For just $5 a month, you can join in weekly patron-only classes, see all my other offerings, and get regular updates about what I'm working on at patreon.com/TerryUktana. Thanks. Bye.